Game started.
RGI Blonde. Okay, let's see. Why don't I try E4 here? From Canada. I've played him before. I think he has a pretty good record against me. Let's try the Italian game. That was fun last time I did that. And so he's going for bishop c4 is the main move. The other time my opponent tried the two knights defense with knight to f3 there, knight to f6. So bishop c5 rather. So you can play the Evans gambit here. Why don't we try that? b4. And then you kick the bishop after he takes. And, yes, this is the old main line. It's been thought that bishop e7 was a more sound and safe and sane way to play. And bishop d6 has come into fashion a bit as another alternative. But this is the old way. They used to play this in the heyday of the Evans gambit. And gives chances to both sides. So you follow up with d4. And then you castle. You can't take back because that pawn is pinned. And white and black can even try and grab another pawn. I think that's called the compromise defense there or something, because the idea is that black has somehow compromised his position by grabbing two pawns, but it's not clear. It's not clear that that's so bad. So let's see. I can push this pawn and harass the knight. I can go immediately queen to b3. Let's push the pawn first. He goes there. So if I take the knight and he takes the bishop, I can grab that pawn over there. And I can throw in a check first too, but then I have a rook on this square. I could check with the queen. Let's take here first. Then check. The check brings out the bishop. Knight takes is a possibility, I guess. Pawn takes is a possibility. And what else have we got here? So if queen here check, bishop to d6 defending, bishop e6 defending. And I take here. Yeah, let's throw in the check.
Check.
Couldn't tell if that was good or not, actually. So let's see what he does. I was really wanting to play this move, bishop to h6, and hold on to that pawn, but I can't. I can't seem to justify it. Now he can take with the queen, and actually I'd be happy because then I'd be able to get in the move bishop h6. You can take with the knight and then with the queen. So is this good? I'm missing some idea here. He's attacking my rook. But well, let's see if this works. There'll be two guys on this square. So pawn to c3 maybe is the answer. The answer to my play here. After pawn c3, I could consider kicking that queen. She can grab over here and threaten mate. Those mate threats, you always got to watch out for them. queen to there. Yeah, I thought c3 was better. So if I just trade here, that's not so bad, is it? How about rook here, forcing... Oh no, because my queen's undefended. Let's see, if my queen goes somewhere... Is his queen threatening to mate me? Play my queen to here with the idea of just strengthening this diagonal, and now maybe I can put a piece on c3. Yeah, so I really think his move c3 would have been the right way to play that. So he wants to trade queens in this position. It does give him a bishop there, which is kind of nice. I can put my bishop here and stop him from castling. And if his king moves, then I can bring my rook out. So the reason I'm holding on to this pawn, it's not for the sake of that pawn, although it could become a threat at some point. It's also to keep this file closed, because he's got threats with his rook and bishop against this pawn here. So I've got 4 pawns to 2, and he's got 4 pawns to 1. From the point of view of the gambit, he's still got the gambit pawn. And the king goes there. So I was thinking that's okay. I develop my knight here. Get a rook into the game, see if I can get something going. So rook there. Oh, that was stupid. Knight there. He should have just taken it with the bishop. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Dumb of me. Okay, I can't leave the knight there, and I haven't got a good square to go to, really, either. Very annoying. Okay, maybe rook here. Rook there, bishop, a pawn to f3, king f2 maybe even. But pawn to f3 would also give a square for the knight. He can push c3 now, which is maybe a bit of a threat. c3 allows knight. Okay, let's go ahead and push this pawn up. c3 allows knight to b3, which is a good square hitting his bishop. Yeah, just trade that bishop off. That's probably a good plan. Now this pawn is hanging because the bishop is pinned. So I'm going to take it, and then when he unpins that bishop, though, I have a problem because this pawn is hanging. This pawn is hanging. Oh, no, not till his rook takes there. Yeah, now this pawn is truly hanging because he can just take there and I can't take back. So king f2 is my idea. And the bishop is still pinned. And I have this check here, which might be useful. And a check there. And now he unpins. So let's put the knight somewhere useful. Where does it want to go? Can get chased away from a square over there, so let's just go here for the moment. It's good that I'm on a dark square, I think. It's got a light squared bishop. Maybe advance some pawns over here. Yeah. So he's asking if I want to trade of rooks. And I think I want to get rid of one pair of rooks. And then, I'm still a pawn down. I shouldn't. Somehow I thought I had gotten a pawn back there, but I was wrong. Okay, so I want my knight on that square so I can fork the king and the rook, but that's not happening. Okay, well, I guess I could have gone after that pawn immediately. And his bishop there is doing a nice job of dominating my knight. Okay, so let's attack a pawn. Let's see, knight here to where? Here, there, here, there. If I go here, he can pin it. I can unpin. Does he really want this pure pure rook endgame? I guess so. Not so obvious to me that this is
check.
Winning for black, but it might be. Now this is a point to be careful about. If I go into a pawn endgame, I have a few minutes left to think. Okay, rook takes, pawn takes. I have passed pawns that are doubled, and he has passed pawns that are connected. So life is a little easier for him, but it might still be a draw. Let's see, takes, king here, pawn up. So suppose I walk my king in front of these pawns. Yeah, this loses, because after my king is in front of these pawns, he can come over here and eat up my pawn. So I cannot take that. So let's go here. I can take that, however, since it's with the pawn, and then keep the rooks on. And now I have an isolated pawn, but it's passed. A doubled isolated passed pawn. And I want to get my king over here to help defend. Pinning that pawn. He comes in front. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going here. Might as well make a little progress and keep his keep his rook tied down. Okay, now he's racing for the goal line here. So if I check here, king goes forward and I can't get behind the pawn. I can go to this square and then to that square. Try and get behind the pawn that way. Any other tricks up my sleeve? King here, pawn goes forward, king here. Let's try that. Now, what have we got? The problem is he always has one square he can hide in. So if I go back and he moves his king forward, I guess I can come back here and check it. Check the king. Now from here I can check from behind, but once again he has the idea of coming here in front of the pawn. Yes, it's
Check.
probably losing for me.
Time warning.
Yeah, the problem is it takes me too many moves to go back and forth. I'm going to resign here. Okay, good game, RGI Blonde. I'm
White
going to upload this
resigns.
one, and we'll see if I could have done better at certain points during the game. So, see you guys then. Bye.